Everybody, my name is Julie and welcome to my kitchen. Excuse the mess. We're fixing to start. I'm going to start fixing Christmas decorating in here. I've made my stuff, so tomorrow I'll be setting it all up in here, making it all cutesy fartsy, but we're not setting up the tree just yet. We're still going to have the turkey harvest day. Gingerbread is not just Christmas, right? Right. Okay, so we are going to be making, what are we going to be making? Chicken, mushroom, broccoli, cashew stir fry over rice. I'm going to spin y'all around and show you what we need. Okay, now we're going to make our sauce. And what we are going to need is it says low sodium vegetable broth, but we're going to use chicken broth because I'm using chicken. Sugar, I'm using sweetener. Rice vinegar, ginger, red pepper, minced garlic. It says soy sauce, but I'm using liquid aminos, coconut liquid, and pure sesame seed oil. And cornstarch. Then for our other ingredients, we're needing broccoli florets. It says 2 red bell peppers, but we're doing an orange and a red. White mushrooms, cashews, cornstarch, rice. Oops, I guess I forgot my chicken. Oh, sorry. Chicken. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get my stuff together and then we're going to get this going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the sauce for the chicken. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the liquid aminos, and this is the coconut liquid aminos, it's pretty good. And then we're going to put our 1/4 of a cup or 1/3 of a cup chicken broth, and we're going to put our starch, and we're going to put our red pepper, I think, and our sesame seed oil. I like the toasted sesame seed oil. We're going to put our rice vinegar. But this is about a tablespoon of everything. You can do it to your taste, and our sweetener and our garlic. And I'm going to mix all this together, and then I'm going to let it set for a minute, and then we're going to, oh yeah, I forgot about the ginger. We're going to put a teaspoon of ginger in this stuff. I don't like a lot of ginger. Ginger's not really my thing. So anyway, we're gonna mix this. We're gonna whisk it together. Then we're gonna add our cornstarch. We're gonna do about a tablespoon of cornstarch, and then we're gonna whisk it together and set it aside. With this recipe, it's really easy. It's not hard at all. We're going to cut up our bell pepper. We're going to cut up our mushrooms. I forgot what was in from our rice. But we're going to cut all this stuff up. And it's like Chinese, kind of. A little bit. Does that make sense? So anyway, I'm going to make my rice. I'm going to rinse my rice and everything. And we're going to make a cup of rice. You can make it like a 1/2 cup to a cup of water. 1/2 cup of rice to a cup of water. Because you use a cup of rice to 2 cups of water. So that right there is what you can measure by. You know, if you need 2 cups, 4 cups. If you want a 1/2 cup, do a cup of water. It's remember, rice is 1 part to 2 parts water. We're just going to rough chop our bell pepper. I'm not cutting it any certain way. I'm not cutting it up small. But this makes plenty. What I do is whatever is left over, I freeze it. We have a friend of ours, and he does not eat healthy. His thing is he lives off of ramen noodles and frozen dinners. That is not healthy. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says, it's not healthy. And so our leftovers, he likes the way I cook. So what I do is I put him in the freezer. I divvy him up. I put him in the freezer, and I put what is on the package and how to cook it and everything. And then he comes over. I mean, he gets like 3 or 4 months worth of groceries at one time. And so that's what he does, and he enjoys it because he loves the way I cook.
Just say yes, choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, drinking where I'm buying.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I patted my chicken dry, and I'm going to cut the fat off. What fat there is, because there's not a lot of fat on this chicken. But we're going to cut it up in bite-sized pieces. Then we're going to fry it up. Anything that I have left over, like chicken fat or whatever, it's for the cats outside. We feed the cats outside because they keep the varmints down around here. Because they're doing construction everywhere. Right now they're doing construction right out in front of our house. Well, the street that's over from our house, the main street. So it's just all torn up. And when they start that, the varmints start coming in. They don't have anywhere to go. And so we have the outside cats, and they keep them down, and we feed them to stay out of the trash, so it all works out. Whatever we have in the refrigerator that we don't eat, yep, and I don't have it put in the freezer.
We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. Just be brave and come along.
Okay, now what we're going to do here is we're going to put our starch on the chicken and then put it in our hot frying pan. Because what this does, it gives it a little bit of coating, and it will help thicken up the sauce a little bit. But I just kind of guesstimated. It says, I think it says like 4 tablespoons or something like that of cornstarch. I just kind of guesstimated it. I didn't really do it any kind of way. Yes, we're going to salt and pepper this chicken. You can't see it, but what I'm doing is I'm slicing up my mushrooms. There we go. I'm slicing up my mushrooms, and then I take the stems out because I really don't like the stems in my mushrooms. Does that sound crazy? How many people actually do that?
Going back to my old hometown, picking up the years I leave behind. Getting in my car, I drive as memories fly by. Driving by the fields I used to run through, where you were chasing me. We were riding out under the bleachers when no one could see. Oh, sweet memories of a town I loved, but oh, changed when you left. I keep on asking myself in my mind, were you the one that got away? Moved a few times but ended up in Nashville. Tried to settle my restless soul. Got a job Jump the fence before the summer begins, and getting cool in the summer heat with you, my sweet. Sitting in the back of your car, wishing for this road to take us far. Now I've been away too long, I'm going home. Oh, sweet memories of a town I love, but changed when you left. I keep on asking myself in my mind, were you the one that got away? Sweet memories of the town I love, but changed when you left. I keep on asking myself in my mind, were you the one? Were you the one? Always on my mind. Were you the one?
Okay, now what I do here is I
Always
put my broccoli in the microwave,
the one that got away.
and then I put it in my vegetables, and then that way I don't have to sweat it down as much. And I put the my walnuts, they're not walnuts, my cashews in there, and I re-add the lid, and I let it cook for probably about 20 minutes more, 30 minutes more, to where everything mellows and everything, the broccoli softens up a little bit more, the bell peppers and stuff like that soften a little bit more. This is a lot for 3 people. That's why we always have leftovers. It's because my recipe calls it for 4. But I don't eat much, and so needless to say, it's not a lot. I mean, there's a lot left over. Okay, so once the sauce is, once it cooks down a little bit, you're going to add the sauce, and we're going to cook it more so it'll melt, everything will marry with the sauce. This really turned out to be really good. If it was me, again, to make this, I would probably use just the liquid aminos, not the coconut aminos, and I would use toasted sesame seed oil, because this the sesame seed oil, the plain, is just not really as good as the toasted. I hope that it makes sense. But I let this cook for probably about 20 minutes more, and then I serve it up with rice. My friends, is our dinner.
Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I hope y'all try it.